Good evening, Samurai. Welcome to the stream, welcome to the channel, welcome to the Vortex. My name is Ezio and I will be your guide this evening as we venture forth into worlds, into realms very much well-travelled at this point. As we continue our voyage into the Groundhog Day that this game has become. Which game? Well, you can see the title card up there. But anyway, hail Real Spawn, hail Hoodlum, and to each and every one of you, be you a chatter, be you a lurker, be you watching live here on Twitch or in the YouTube archives. Hopefully you enjoy what you're seeing on the channels at the moment. Hopefully you'll consider hitting that like button, leaving a comment, maybe even subscribing, or following the channel if you're watching live here on Twitch. It all certainly helps us out. But for those of you who couldn't join us on the previous leg of our journey, we ventured forth across the streets of Kamorocho. We did more Puyo Puyo. I hate Puyo Puyo. We've done some more Clan Creator. I quite enjoyed Clan Creator. We did some more hostessing. Still a really weird system. And we fought a couple of goons. And now we're going to do exactly the same thing until we beat the curse of Puyo Puyo, and then we will be free from this hell. But until then, yes, I'm already running very late because I had a lot of jobs that I needed to do in the garden while it was cooler. So, I've done those, and now I join you in the Vortex, you beautiful people, to say this. Come, join me as we once more step foot into the Vortex as we continue to travel and traverse the world, the realm that is Yakuza 6. Our destination lays before us, the controls are set, and as always, the PlayStation is turned on and ready to go, so let us go. Shall we? Boop. Don't know why I'm trying to change the monitor. I've long since learned to change the monitor before I start. It appears I am a fool, and I thought I missed a little Puyo Puyo. Yeah, don't worry. I'm just very, very late this evening, and I also need to sort out something else, because I need to sort out something else. Sorry, give me a moment. That's working, that's working, that's working, that's working. Wait a minute. Oh, that's not it. That's it. Go. Right, marvellous. Sorted. What we were doing? Oh. I know what we're doing next. We're getting some more alcohol. I'm not trying to delay what is inevitable, what is coming, what will undoubtedly lead me down a rabbit hole of false hope, thinking, oh yes, tonight is the night, now is the time, tonight, now, we defeat, but we don't, because this game hates me. The devs hate me. You all probably hate me. There are people in Uzbekistan who hate me. All because of the Puyo. Bloody Puyo. Oh well. Just posted something on you about YouTube. I'm just while we're loading. Oh no, that's the Brutal. That's a long link. YouTube is rolling out a no subscribers UI. Apparently, it's just to remove the bias that people have against small channels button. Well, no, because Puyo Puyo is not the time for me to delve into. Right, when we finally break through with this curse, remind me. That seems really odd. We're going to get rid of the subscribe numbers so smaller channels have an easy time to grow. No, most of the time people don't subscribe to smaller channels because YouTube just isn't advertising the smaller channels. You don't get through the algorithm. That's why the small channels aren't growing. Not because somebody's looking at the subscriber count and going, oh, well, actually, I don't think they're that good because they've only got X number of subscribers. The curse! The curse indeed. Also, hail, Kev. Well... I already get the feeling this is not going to go in my favor. But we'll try. We will try as I play as this beetle-looking wizard. I have been playing offline, by the way. I haven't got past 15 at this point, which is rather annoying. Yes. That works. I'll do that. Mainly because I get a situation like that where it doesn't really give me anything I can work with. It is potluck at this point. It really, really is. Pressingly so. I can do that. I am an idiot. I am such a massive moron. And I usually end up losing because I do some nonsense like that. Good! Right, we've just saved our asses and now we must figure out a different way around. Bugoo! I don't care! Bugger off! I could have got one of them. Okay, that works. Ah. There we go. I got some too. 3. Right, do that. I don't know how to get around this. Things are happening. That'll do. I suppose that'll do. Then we'll do that. What's the next one? Got anything I can do with that? So I got that in there, then I can drop you on there, which drops you down there, and then I can flip this one red round because that didn't land there. Right, okay. I can do that, which does that. Do anything for me. Ah! Ryuji-kun! My valiant foe. The frog fish of destiny. Destroyer of the 18 realms. We stand forth this day, you and I, Ryuji-kun, as we delve into the abyss of Puyo Puyo. And perhaps one day we may rise from the ashes, but nay! Nay, for now is not the time. Now is not the hour. Now is the hour of misery. Now is the hour of death and destruction at the hands of the Puyos. Alas, here I am with no flamethrower. But soon we will fight them upon the beaches, we will fight them upon the marshes. We shall destroy the Puyos in many chains, and hope that the bird does not appear before us, and ruin our chances yet once more to defeat the noble rune. But if so happens, then we will continue this travesty until we reach the end. Yes, my friends, yes. All by thy jingo, and we will enter the nut house. Right, yeah, okay, fine. We're not even up to 5 yet. We're not even up to 5 yet. Oh, no! I'm an idiot. I was not paying attention. Oh, shut up. Right. Yay! Thank you, chat. Laugh at my misery, why don't you? Laugh at my misery. You're the only ones who are going to be subjugated to... Oh, no, you can leave anytime you want. Fine. Oh. Very blue-heavy section, this. Oh, we've got Ryuji-kun to start with. Oh, well, this is going to go delightfully, isn't it? Okay, yeah, chat is very much having fun now. But in fairness, I do deserve it. That was a exceedingly dingus move of me, even by my standards. I'd say Twitch clipped that, but I probably left it far too late. Right, that goes there, that goes there, that goes there, that goes there. Right, drop that in there, drop that in there, drop that in there, drop that in there. Yep, that worked. And that's that. Yes. And I can do that. It's free. Then I can flip that and do that. Yes. Ha ha. Do that, then I do that, then I do that, then I do that. If I do that, then that goes down there. And I can do that, it drops that down there. And I can do that. And now I just need a red, which I get. Nice. This is now turning into me playing Mahjong. I'm basically just commentating my own moves, aren't I? Did I get the purple? No, is that blue or purple? I think that's blue. Colorblind, by the way, just as a disclaimer. So yeah, if I say the wrong color, then that's part of the reason why. Thankfully, they're also fun shapes, but yeah. Drop that down there, then yellows go pop, then haha, I can do that to get the purples. Does that. Yeah, that works. I can do that. Then I can do that. Then I can do that. That. Then I can do that. Which does that. I can flip that and do that. Which does that. Which does that. Then I can do that, which is that. Do that. Then I go. Bollocks. I'm gonna have to do it like that, aren't I? And then I can do that. Funny, fun shapes like alphabet Betty spaghetti. Yes. Yes, the greatest fun of all of the fun, shapey things. Fun! Are you not having fun yet? I'm having fun. Much fun as having my brain pulled out through my nostrils with a spaghetti-o. Right, which only happened once, but it's weird that it's happened once. Right, do that. Let's do that. That's the end of that combo. So that's fine. Because we have solutions to this madness. I can do that. Does that. Then I drop that in to do that, which then also frees up that. We're now up to 4 wins. We're back to where we were before I made a mess of things. And we've got Ryuji-kun again, because good lord, the game likes to roll out the frog every so often. Fish, even. Fish, not a frog. I should probably remember that. Don't want to get into trouble for misidentifying a frog. There was a logic behind that, but my brain suddenly decided to go on strike about halfway through that sentence. I apologise. Right, I blame the Poyos. I very much blame the Poyos for all my ills at this point. Right, no! Yeah, that's fine. We can do something with this. Namely that. 3, then I can flip that over. So we're at 5. So we're a quarter of a way through this? Yeah, a quarter of a way. Woo. Wait, 5, 10, 15, 20, yeah, no, maybe not. Some number fraction of a way through this. I leave chat to work that out. They're better at math than I am. 1/5 of the way through. There we go. I knew chat would figure it out for me. Because if it was up to me, I would be doing a lot of scribbling on a piece of paper in hopes that I could figure it out. And then probably still get it wrong. No, indeed. I don't know why the guy told me that he was so difficult, because he just isn't. Blue-haired Muppet and Ryuji-kun tend to be more difficult than he does. Hence why I've switched to Blue-haired Muppet, because at least if I'm not going against him, then I don't have the risk of him coming straight after Ryuji-kun and flattering me. Which is a consistent thing that seems to happen. Right, throw that in there. Mr. IT is bad at math. Yeah, most people are surprised that I'm awful at math. I went to school in the period when they got rid of learning things by rote. Mainly times tables, so I have no idea about my times tables, and by that extension I have absolutely no idea about most math. I can't work things out in the head. It's just, at least with math, I have to write it down to figure it out. It is one of my great failings, I freely admit. I was able to pass my operating systems exam at university, and that required quite a lot of math, but yeah. I don't need to use it more often. I usually need to do basic addition and subtraction, and that's about it. Maybe a bit of multiplication, but nothing that's very time sensitive. That'll do. Does it? That was number 2. And I can drop that in there. That. Then I can drop that in there. Just followed by that. Oh, good. Ryuji-kun's back. Right, do that. That. Do that. Just did nothing. Boo. Many boos to you, good sir. Right, well, I can do that. That might get me timed out. I don't know. I will have a look in a bit. Okay, yeah, that works. Got speed is the name of the game here. I've also learned to make sure I keep at least somewhat of an eye on the next Puyo in the drop, because at least that way I can work out which is the next Puyo in the drop, and I can plan ahead. Right there. Right, we're now up to 10 wins, which is whatever fraction of where we need to be. Go. Go. On there, which is that. That. They're 2/5 of the way there. There we go. Oh, that was dumb. Yes, hello Kiryu. Yeah, that was. Thing with stacking. Okay. Do that. That. It's just that. It's just that. I love you. He just neutralized my attack, didn't he? that. Oops, I can do that. No! Yes! Saved! Oh, that could have ended badly for me. Right, that's okay. So, do that. Drop that in there, which is that, that. Then I can rebuild this stack here. Oh, actually. That works. I can do that. I can drop that in there. And I can do that, drop that in there. And that does a chain. Nice. Not a very big chain, but it's a chain, I suppose. Actually, that works in my favour more. That works in my favour more. Oh, no, I can do that. I can get away with that. I can get away with it. I can do that. And then I flip that and I can get away with that as well. Right, awesome. Then we can do that. Oh, really? No! No. Yes. Right. Don't do that. Don't do that. Yes, right, that's fine. That's a thing. It's a thing. Right, don't pay attention to the enemy, Ezio. Just focus on your own game. Oh, drop you in there. Hold. That's Ryu then. Oh, good. Flip it over. That. Which gets that. Which gets that. That's as far as that chain goes. That clears it a bit. Do that, and that, and that. Then I can flip that over. I can flip that over. Then I can do that, which then drops down to give me another combo. Is it a particularly big combo? No. But it is a combo nonetheless. Come on, there we go. Do that, that. Do that, followed by that. Game's starting to turn up pressure now. That. So as you start to get towards 15 wins, it really does start to make life a bit more difficult for you. Good. Go away, Ryuji-kun, please. Thank you. I like your voice, but go away. Right. I can get away with that. Okay, get away with that. Okay. Oh, good. Hi, Kiryu. Right. Now we need to try and figure our way out into this one. At least until I can clear the board enough that I can get through it. Okie dokie. That was dumb. Oh, we might be at an end. Oh, I hate this mini game. Take a swig. Cheers, Kev. What was that? 14? 15? I also hate that it says updating records. That's just rubbing salt in the wound at this point. And we start from 0 again. Yay! Welcome to Groundhog Day. Not being timed out yet, but... Oh, hold on. I was supposed to read chat, wasn't I? What did Hoodlum say that requires them to be timed out? Apart from laughing at me. Weird, since you went to school when the abacus was popular. I will have you know that I went to school when the difference engine was popular. I'm not that old. No, wait, that was when I was in college. Good lord, that was a long time ago. Anyway, we shall continue. Okay, there we go. That. You know what I really want? I want like an AI that I can just tell to play Puyo Puyo and it would do it. Just machine learned my way out of this. Instead, no. I basically just have to keep plodding along. And just hope that I get there in the end. I really need to stop doing that. Yeah, that works. Problem is, unless I manage to get like a level of 5 combo, then it is slowly just chipping away at the opponent. Which is fine in most cases, but here it's just a slog. Just an absolute slog. He says as he defeats her. Okay, maybe I need to pay more attention to what's happening to my opponents. Alright. That was that. Probably by that. That was that. Music. What was that? I remember you saying you were a big fan of the spinning Jenny when it came out. It was a marvellous invention, I'll have you know. I was there at the Rainhill Trials also. Not that any of you children would know what the Rain Hill trials were, but, you know, I was there. Front row seat. I even got Stevenson's autograph. Enjoyed it so much, I actually went back and watched it again, but that's a different story for a different time. Right, then there was Brunel. Fascinating taste in hats. I think I've screwed myself here. Oh, I've just screwed myself very much so. Marvelous. Good to know. Good job, Ezio. Oh, okay. Maybe I can salvage this. Pass is a thing, by the way. What? He really should have stopped eating them. What should I have? Wait, what? I'm very confused. The animated series? What animated series? God, Ezio, the animated series. I mean, I can't quite happily watch it, but I doubt it'd be very entertaining. I'm an idiot. Again. I suppose it can't be any worse than that supposed Bubsy cartoon. Not I ever saw the Bubsy cartoon, but apparently it was very bad. The VA sounds nothing like you. Which VA? I am now utterly lost. I should probably pay more attention to chat instead of these poyos, but unfortunately I'm kind of trapped now. Oh! Oh, Ezio, you utter moron. Why did you just do that to yourself? God, Ezio, the series, yes! Someday I will be famous enough for them to make a series out of me. The rise and fall of the insane Muppet. For I am a Muppet of a man. Or am I a man of a Muppet? Why is Muppet Lord of the Rings not a thing, by the way? Surely that would be well, actually, I suppose it's the Tolkien estate, but still, that would be a truly awesome thing. Licensing. Yeah, licensing. Oh. Oh, good. Oh, how splendiferous. Right, let's get rid of some of those garbage poyos then. That could have been better, actually. I may have screwed myself. Again. Oh, and then the game screws me because the game hates me. Good. Good to know. Good to know. Thank you. Thank you, game. I am truly not worthy of such high esteem. Diddly 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 bah! Can't believe they got Jack Black to voice Ezio. Oh dear. Oh. I forgot I was streaming for a moment there. One more. We'll do one more. Why not? Right. Right. I assume the majority of this is actually legal. Like that. Sidewinder? Why couldn't I do that at plus level 15? Why doesn't the game let me do that insane level combo? No, it made me it allowed me to do it at the start. I can but hope for the Swedish chef in the silver Yes. So do I hope to hear the tales. The creation of I suppose the creation of Middle Earth, told through the lens. The Chikuru the Buski. As the Ryu Ga Gotoku sang the world into existence. You can just guess that Miss Piggy would probably be the Ryu Ga Gotoku. But who would be Morgoth? Oh, with the chicken in the biscuit. Yes, with the chicken in the biscuit. Indeed. Hey, old Jamboree, welcome. Welcome to my descent into... no, I'm already insane. Welcome to my descent into further levels of madness. We've reached Dante's Inferno at this point. There are certain circles of madness we've reached, and I am very much descended into extra ones. Jam with waifu of the moment. Wait, what is it? Oh, waifu of the moment. The doobadab and the biddy biddy and the liddy diddly 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 diddly. Oh, no, hold on. Cynthia from Pokemon. Diamond and Pearl, I think she was the champion of. I blame Nabel for that. White Clive Rosenfield with Husbando material. Do you recommend Final Fantasy? I don't. What Husbando? I don't understand. The Swedish chef is waifu of the moment. According to Kev, the Swedish chef is now waifu of the moment. Surely that would be his sister. Right. And platinum, yes. Well, yes, welcome to the continual descent into the madness of Ezio, as he refuses, most stubbornly, not to concede defeat to a video game made several years ago by a bunch of people who decided they hated him before they even knew him. Yes. I hate this game. It is a thorn in my side at this point. It's reached Colosseum levels of stupidity. Even in the Colosseum, I still felt like I could cheese my way out of it. With this, I can't. But I can have great satisfaction when I get a long enough combo that I take him out in one go. Oh, yeah, that works. Right. That also works. Right, there we go. And then I can flip that to do that. Aha! Right. Will you give me a nice long combo? No, I was one short. That's annoying. Oh! Good! I got a red, angry enemy, the attack Poyo. I don't know, I'm going to call it the attack Poyo. From now on, the red Poyo is the red thing. Never mind. Cynthia is love, Cynthia is love. Check out the Brutal when you get a chance. There is plenty of Cynthia love to go around in there. I see what you're trying to do, game, but unfortunately, I have beaten you to the punch on this one. So I'm sure when we get to level 15, you'll slap me across the face and tell me I'm a naughty boy again, but whatever, we'll go with that as we come to it. There we go, that's 5, but... What really annoys me is I can't carry the combos over. I get a really good combo, and then it's completely hopeless against the next opponent. I mean, I suppose it stands to reason. Okay, it stands to reason, but I'm with Hoodlum on this one. They really, really should actually include a continue system in this game. That would have just brought the quality of life so much better, because I could just spend yen to keep continuing until I get to the end of it. But yeah, no, some great dingus of a developer decided, no, I'm not allowed to get that kind of level of support. I'm just going to have to put up with it as it is. You! Really? I mean, I got out of it, but still. I am much angry about that one. Like a last-minute continue, perhaps? Yes. Brilliant website, by the way. Certainly recommend giving it a visit. I'm not biased in the slightest. Right, here we go. Here we go. There we go. There we go. Oh, no, you don't, you. Haha. You try to trick me with your thingamy-bob, but I have tricked you instead with the thingamy-bob. We're up to 7 wins. Yay. We need more than 25. Let's buy it from the Telegraph newspaper as Ezio. Yes. What? Do I do that? Yeah, that was... I got punished for that, and rightly so. Good. Good. Very good. Right. Bye, Kiryu Burr. Be gone with you. Off into the abyss you go. Right. Oh. I'm an idiot. And I will live with the consequences. Right, okay. Well, I mean, I got a combo out of that one, I suppose. So. Alright, I do that. Followed by that. No, I did that too quickly. I can do that. And I can do that. And then I can do that. And that. That. And that. That. And that. Then that goes down there. I can do that. I can do that. Missed my chance there, didn't I? But not there. Right. Down there, which drops that down there. Yeah, that works. Put that in there. Oh, why don't I have a red next? Oh. Oh, I do. Hey, there we go. I mean, I've got a garbage pile I'm going to have to try and burn through now, but at the end of the day... Wait a minute. I can do that. Yeah, have fun with that. Right, okay. So, if I flip that... No! Oh, Ezio, how did you just do that? No, seriously, how did I just do that? Right, there we go. Not the worst thing. I managed to get some combos out of it. I can do that. I can do that. Followed by that. I can flip that and do that. Fix that and then that. Do that and then that, which drops down to the near combo there. Then I rebuild the combo towers here, or columns, I suppose they'd be. Sacrifice that to do that. Nice, nice. Right, we're back to 11. Oh, it's this muppet. If I can get a yellow. That'd be nice. Thank you. Flip that over to get a red. Get that to get yellow. Which should hopefully give me some combos. It didn't attack him, but it's only kept me in the game. Haha. Right, gets rid of him. They're up to 12 now. Good! Okay. Not really enough to do much, but it's enough to get me somewhere there. That, and then I can do that. Then I can do that. Yeah, that works. Do that, followed by that. Ha! Then I can do that, which follows by that, which does that, and then that. Nice! Right, we're now up to 30. We're getting there. We know we're close, but we're getting there. That'll do. Bugger off. And I can do that, which gets me another combo there, but that drops me down too low. That. Oh, I got lucky there. Nice. Right. Red there. Ah, if I put it there, then I get that. That. Not perfect, but yes. And then we do that. Awesome. Do that, do that, do that, do that, do that, do that. So, if I get that there. Put the green on the top there, and I can drop that in on there. Does it give me enough combos to take this Muppet out? No, but it certainly gives me a bit of breathing room. To a degree. Do that just to give me more breathing room, basically. Then I can do that. Then I can do that. Followed by that. There. That. Oh, it's you. You go there, you go there. That may have hooked me slightly. No, it's got me a 5. Nope, never mind, that's taking him out. Ah, Kiryu Bur's back. Marvellous. Hello, Kiryu Bur. Do that. Do that. Do that. Take that out. Do that. That. Do that to take that down-ish. Okay, fine. Do that. Do that. Takes that out. Push that. Gets me a combo. A very small combo, but it's a combo nonetheless. Fine, you want to play that game? We can play that game, because then I can go and do that. You see? And then I can do that. And it's game over.
学は正直だ。
No. Done. Done for now. Hate that. I'm doing so well, and then all of a sudden, just, yeah, no, oh, and I'm done. I'm dead. That's it. No continue. That's the brutal part of it. That is the brutal part of it. If it said game over, pay 500 yen to continue, I'll snap your hand off. But no, the game decides to say, oh no, that's it, you're done, you're not doing any more, we've just ended the game for you, you're back to 0, you have to try and win 25 again. Oh, thank you, Puyo Puyo. It wasn't even that I made any major mistake there. It was literally just a case of the game suddenly went, oh, by the way, the RNG says you die now. Also, cheers, Earthart. Force you fool and wife of the moment. I've already said Cynthia, haven't I? I'm going to delve into the temple, actually, on this one. Oh, Adult Skuld from Am I Goddess. That's what I want to say, because I've been starting to see her on my timeline a bit, and that's quite nice. Right, I also need to put something. Okay, I'm going to leave Club Second now. I'm going to leave the stupidity of Puyo Puyo, bloody Puyo behind me. I need to do something else. I'm not going to do karaoke yet. Let's go to the Hostess Club. Where are you up to with this current hostess, by the way? Right, I need to get Arena to Diamond. I don't know if I'm near a Diamond. And I need Arena's favourite music, which the game screwed me over on last time. But then the game screwing me seems to be a repeat occurrence at this point in time. It hates me. I enjoy it, but it hates me. And if I wasn't trying for 100%, I probably would have a much nicer time with it. But unfortunately, it's decided no. No, I hope this isn't foreshadowing of what I'm to expect in later games in the franchise, because otherwise I'm going to be a very, very bitter Ezio by the end of the franchise run. I think it is all just down to Puyo Puyo. It's just such a bollocks completion point. Almost typed something, but never mind. That's fair enough. I could invoke the rule of bollocks on it, but I don't want it to. I don't want my completion chain. I suppose I'll go completion chain to be eradicated by Puyo Puyo of all blasted things. But even when I'm doing it offline, I still get no closer. It's just real luck that I've got to 25 twice in the amount of time we've been playing through Puyo Puyo. Twice. Right, what kind of music do you listen to?
結構いろんなジャンルの曲。
おお。演歌はどうだ。
あんまり詳しくはないんですけど、カムロ純恋歌って曲が好きですね。
その曲なら。
That's a lie. You used to sing Judgment all the time. All back in the time. Or Kamorocho Lullaby, all blasted song. Full rule of bollocks and then just work on it offline for as long as it takes. It's tempting. It is tempting.
寡黙で知的な男性が好きですね。読書してる男性とか素敵だなって思います。桐生さんは最近何か読んだりしてます？
The thing is, I want it to be on. I want it to at least be recorded in some way, shape, or form on stream, even if it's just I start the stream and say, "Look, here it is." I don't really want to have it. I've finished it and then I put it out on Discord and Twitter to say, "Look, there it is," because that feels cheap in my mind. Did you check what you need to ask her? No, I'm just going with my gut on this one.
漫画
Also, I think we've been through most of these conversations anyway. I just need to ask her what her favorite music is.
奇遇だな。俺も近いぜ。
そうなんですか？シンパシー感じちゃうかも。じゃあ私たち神奈川同盟ですね。
Put the game up at the beginning of the stream if you're on a PS5 and show us there. No, because then it's just going to corrupt whatever journey we're on at that point. I don't know. To be honest, it's probably going to devolve into another Kingdom Hearts Remind, and I'm just going to take a day off work and spend an entire day doing nothing but Puyo Puyo. That sounds depressing. I don't want to do it, but I will. It's me. I've told the story before that when I was going through Kingdom Hearts Remind, I got so stuck on the Azura boss fight at the end of that I literally took a day off work and I spent all day grinding that boss fight right up until the point where I was about to defeat him and then let him kill me. Just so when I got back onto the stream, I had enough muscle memory in me to go through and actually defeat him live on stream. And even then, that seems easier than Puyo Puyo, because there was far less RNG to it. There was actual strategy, actual skill involved. Whereas Puyo Puyo, just even after now, I feel like I'm getting it, and it still feels like it's just RNG, and it's just, yeah. It is what it is.
危険な男ですか？私はどっちかというと平和な人の方が好きかな。
You ain't doing that with Puyo Puyo. You're finishing it there and then, yeah.
そろそろお時間とな。
I've been doing far too much Puyo Puyo. I have a strategy, and you saw the strategy there, and it works, and then the game turns around and slaps you. It's why in a lot of places you basically see, well, I did this in 4 hours. It's not because it takes that long to get to that level. It just takes 4 hours before you get a decent run where the game does not slap you across the face. We accidentally got to the witch once. Accidentally. Right, we're nearly to the... So, let's swap all the cards. What were your dreams as a kid, I suppose?
映画監督になりたかったんですよね。
おお、意外だな。
学生時代は自主制作で撮ったりも
The
してたんですけ
alternative,
ど、
technically,
映画を作るのってとっても大変で、
for beating Puyo Puyo, and at this point I'm just so bitter about it, I want to beat it just so I can say I
映画に
beat
出
it, is
たい
that we
って
do
夢が変わっち
a
ゃいました。
completion run and we go for
映
the
画が好きな
platinum.
んだな。
Which, in fairness, would take us less time to get than probably beating Puyo Puyo at this point.
あれはダメです。若気の至りってやつで恥ずかしいですよ。
I don't get why they had to make that completion point so difficult.
そろそろお時間となりますが、ごゆっくりどうぞ。
I suppose they needed to flesh out the list and they thought that would be an easy one, and they just didn't think. It's just... Yeah. Favorite food, convenience store, first love, food, do you cook? Ever heard of? Do you cook?
よくお菓子とか作ってますね。今度チェリーパイとか作ろうと思ってるんです。
ほう、
Delicious.
うまそうだな。
これからも指名してくれたら作ってあげますね。
ならまた指名しないとな。
Oh. Pocket circuit, high end, hello. If nothing else, we can at least get her to diamond, get her a level up. Ask her favourite food. We don't need to, we've got her favourite food. We need to ask her what her favourite music is. But it's different from what kind of music do you listen to, apparently.
少しだけお時間いいですか?
Yes, okay, sure.
これ私の連絡先です。
Ah, good. We can get some karaoke and wash away the vile taste of Poyos. Wretched, infernal, blasted little slime.
桐生さん、
I think it's happened.
ありがとうございました。
I think
ま
it's
た桐
finally
生さんに会える
happened.
のを楽しみ
I
に
have
してます
found
ね。
something that I despise more than the Korok seeds. Let that sink in for a moment. It took me nearly a year to beat our completion run of Tears of the Kingdom, and I am finding the Poyos far more egregious than finding 1,000 Korok seeds. 1,999 Korok seeds if we count Breath of the Wild. That's what this game has done to me. That's what this game has done to me. All because of one arcade cabinet in bloody Club Sega. I never, ever want to see another Poyo in my life again. It's don't. It's just. I've played that game so many times that it's just. I know what I'm doing. It's just look. I've not played the spearfishing. I'm not going to say I prefer the 50 spearfishing over the Poyos at this point. But, right, you come here. Yeah, you go with that.
時間
Have a nice nap. Not dead, by the way. If I exclude the Poyos from the mix, there's a lot I like about this game. I think it's a nice entry into the franchise. The story's certainly good. I like the clan creator. I like the dragon engine. I like the way the world is. Yeah. It feels very much proto-Dragon Engine when you consider we've played a more matured version of Dragon Engine in Yakuza Kiwami 2. But all in all, I think it's been quite good. It's just that one minigame for the completion list, which for some inexplicable reason they decided we're not allowed to do it. We have to do it.
隙がなってね
I don't understand it. I know it's a 5-star, so it's supposed to be very difficult, but even then it just feels so very unfair. But anyway, I'm going to stop ranting about it for the moment and instead punch these dudes in the face repeatedly. He says as he kicks him. Oh, right up the... Yes. Sorry about that. On the bright side, though, I could have launched you into a lamppost, crotch first. Would you prefer that? Actually, no. Look, sir, you see what you did by... Never mind. Gave up. Hit them with the
手
bicycle.
間取らせやがって
Oh, give me a minute. Just need to sort something out. Sorry, give me another second. Oh, no. No, what did I just do? Am I ready? Good! No, that fixed it. Also, hail by Afra, welcome. Fighting in Yakuza games. When in doubt, beat them to death with a bicycle. Not dead, by the way. Well, yes, when in doubt, hit them with a bicycle. The bicycle has become my de facto weapon of this game, I freely admit. Hello!
Kiryu-san.
Your head looks really big compared to your body, and I don't know whether that's just how you are, or if the character model is a bit weird.
じゃあ行きましょうか。
I can't be the only one who thinks her head looks too big.
いらっしゃいませ。何名様でしょうか？
二人だ。
It's the
料
Dutch
金は2
weapon
名
of
様で
choice.
1000円になります。
Don't. I remember going
それ
to
ではご案内い
Amsterdam.
たします。
We'll never hear a bicycle bell the same
私こ
way.
の曲好きなの。
Oh yeah, no, it was just the character
さん
model.
も好
'Cause
き
the
だっ
head
た
looks
ら
fine
嬉しい
now.
な。
I developed a thing with bicycle bells. Wandering around Amsterdam, and all of a sudden, ding, 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 it is just I'm on a high street. Why are you riding a bicycle towards me? It's just... No. No. Very useful as a weapon of choice, especially in Japan where nobody uses a bicycle lock, but still. Ooh! This is a new song, we haven't played this before. In Sleeping Dogs, assuming you ever stream it, you can slap enemies with a fish. You can slap enemies with a fish in Yakuza. I wonder what the music video for this one is. Oops. Hey! Chat, get your requests in for which song Kiryu sings. Nishiki or Hawaii? Running on a beach in heels. What witchcraft is that? Wait, can women actually run on beaches in high heels? What witchcraft? I don't understand. Physics tells me that shouldn't do it. Oh wow, I'm doing really bad at this bit. I don't think I've got Karaoke Dragon here. Hello, Dark McCloudy, welcome. Long time no see. Look at you go! I was going and then I completely fumbled it. But so long as I get a decent 80 score... No, we're in the 80s. We did a decent job there, kind of. Possibly. Maybe. A little bit.
Nice. Thank you. Right. Well, nobody's called out what we should do, so tonight is a diamond, I think. Because I got close to actually getting 100 on it last time. Also, it's just a fun song. Who doesn't like watching Kiryu play a ukulele? I certainly appreciate it.
雲とカーテンが遮る久々の休みだし明日は泳ぎに行こう
Next time I see Flocket, I'm going to have to ask him if they actually sang this at that Yakuza concert he went to.
年がいなくはしゃいでボート貸し切りにして沈む夕日眺めれば
I screwed it up.
ウィーケンで今日は磨けば光るグレーダイヤモンドだから please get on my bed
I would have screwed up anyway. I don't understand how to get great on the rapid press.
起きておくれよいつまでも起きてこないよ俺も寝よっかな
Balls. I didn't do a spectacular job with that one either, did I? Alright. Yeah, it's been a while. How you been? Excluding the joys of Poyo, bloody Poyo. Yeah, I've been fine. I've been alright. Stressed, but alright. Hopefully you've been alright as well, Dark McCloudy. Just realised, we go straight from the karaoke parlour to the hostess thing, don't we?
もうこんな時間。
Busy enough. That's never a bad thing. Prefer to be busy than bored, to be honest. Not that I get much opportunity to be bored these days, but still.
今日は桐生さんを独り占め。こちらです。
Right. So, why is that even an option? Right, change. What's live fetish? Target several actions. Have we met before? What's your fetish? Take a
私
swig.
指
Oh.
フェチなんです。
Just emptied
長
my
くてゴ
glass.
ツゴツして
Give me a
る
moment.
男の人の指が大好物で。
A rugged man with long fingers. I am
じゃあ俺の指
saying
なんてどう
nothing.
だ
Absolutely
実は結構ストライク。
nothing.
さっきからチラチラ見ちゃってました。
Finger fetish is so a well-hung lesbian. I shouldn't laugh, but I suppose it's true. Oh dear. It's been a long day. I might have just broken me. Right, no, I'm fine. We shall continue. Let us. Oh dear. Right. No. We will be mature about this. Great and very mature. The maturest of mature. Anyway, sorry. Onwards. Right, yes. Is music there? No. At the four, several factions, Sagema, First Lord, Menace. Tojo Clan, Beautiful Eyes, that's a colour of your panties. What about menu cheats? Oh, no, we've got money. Well, we're going to go and do some clan creator in a moment anyway, so okay. Might as well spend a bit of cash.
え、すごい。
Sausage Finkus. Got you there. Yes, you did. Right, Beautiful Eyes in English. Been fun, beautiful, friend who's gone now, spend days off, makeup looks nice. Okay.
そうですか？私あんまりお化粧濃くないんですよ。
おおそうなのか
Your lipstick looks nice.
あとそういうことはあんまり女の子に言わない方がいいですよ。
Why?
元の顔を化粧でごまかしてるみたいに思われちゃうかもです。
褒めた
What are
つ
you
もりだ
from
ったんだ
TikTok?
が女心は難しいな
I appreciate your makeup. You think I look ugly? No. What the... I'm with Kiryu on this one. Women are confusing. Right. Sorry. Oh, give me a moment. Like a... There we go. So, have you ever... I don't know, well, if you wear glasses, you ever have that thing like a bit of... like a strand of hair just sort of gets its way onto the lens? That just really annoys me. I just had that. I kept seeing this thing waving in front of my glasses, and it's just, no. Yeah, so it is so annoying. Yeah, there we go. Yes. Yeah, there we go. Chat agrees. It just irks me. Sorry. Or worse, when you've got like a bit of hair that's out of the corner of your eye, and it's just, you see something and you think, yeah, and you're just continuously trying to get rid of it. Because it's on the inside or the outside. Exactly. But you can't swipe at it because otherwise you run the risk of smudging your lenses. And that's not as bad, but it is also bad, where you've just got like this blur across the lens. Can I swap cards? Sports, days off, friend who's gone now, incredible beauty, today's been fun. Warm up pretty cold lately, do you cook? Fishing's pretty hard. I want to hear about my adventures.
桐生さんの武勇伝なんだかすごいのが聞けそう。
Hold on. I took down a tiger. Yes, we have actually punched a couple of tigers in our time. That's not even a joke. I defeated 100 Yakuza alone. I mean, technically, canonically, he did. Also, in Kiwami 2, he certainly did. And then defeated 3 assassin brothers who each had very stupidly powerful weapons. I used to be a taxi driver.
タクシー運転手だったことがあったな。
へえ、そうなんですか。
So she is now known as Finger Fetish Lady. Yes, yes. That's, I'm not going to remember her name now. Thanks for that.
え、タクシーで？どういうことです？詳しく教えてください。
Aha. Don't ask what goes on in a taxi. Do you have a boyfriend? Not you've got that. No music. No music. Right. Can I touch you? No. Food. Kind of music. Wait, no. I'll ask it again, but
結構いろんなジャンル
what
の
happens
曲
in
を
the
聴きま
taxi?
すね。
Days in the taxi.
Oh.
Exactly, Jack.
Dewa.
Yes.
演歌はどうだ？
あんまり詳しくカムロ純恋歌って曲が好きです
Now what I was
ね。
saying about a her stuck to one's glasses.
その曲なら俺も昔カラオケでよく歌っ
I
た
don't know
な。
if it's on my glasses or on my eye now.
なん
Or
か
maybe
運
I
命感じちゃ
finally
います。
cracked.
じゃあ今度デュエットで歌いましょう。
I think it was stuck to my eyelashes. Marvellous. Can I touch you? Love, etc. I'll keep the drink just in case. Get rid of that, get rid of that. Hitting the gym. Where are you from? Future. Buy a drink, I suppose.
え、すごい。素敵。
そろそろお時間となりますが、
Extend session, please.
ごゆっくりどうぞ。
Oh, give me a second. There we go. Right, hitting the gym. Where are you from? Future. Okay, get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. I might keep that, actually. Got this job in really noisy places and 2 food. Come on, just let me ask you what your taste in music is.
ありがとうございます。
Or your favourite music, which is apparently different from the one we just seen. What was your dream as a kid?
映画監督に学生時代いつの間にか
Yes,
映画が
yes,
好き
yes, 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 yes. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Oh, also that microphone's in shot.
そろそろお時間となりますが
Don't know how long that was in shot. I can only
ごゆっくり
apologize.
どうぞ
Right. Okay. I'll extend the session at the cost of more money. Babies, alcohol. Do you sing at karaoke?
結構夏メロを歌いますね。
おう
本当ですか？
Young people are terrible these days. This club's nice.
いつでもお待ちしております。
Oh, wow. Bollocks. I wonder if I can only unlock some questions when I get the hostess to a certain
とう
rank.
とう友達に猫かぶりがバレたか？
バレるも何も、そもそも私は猫なんて被ってませんよ。
Move, Kiryu.
実は最近私の周りで変なことが起こってて、
変なこと？
私の考えすぎかもしれないんですけど、いつも見られているような気がするんです。
reality means sneaking through that.
夜も後ろをつけられてるような。
Oh yeah, so.
おいおい、それってストーカーじゃねえのか？
やっぱりそうなんでしょうか。嫌だなあ、気持ち悪い。
何か思い当たる節はないのか？
それがこれと言ってないんですよね。なんだか怖いな。
エリナ、
The law will protect you. No. I'll protect you.
大丈夫だ。どんな奴が来ても俺が必ずお前を守ってやる。
桐生さん、
もしも何かあったらすぐに連絡しろ。エリナには指一本触れさせね
ありがとうございます。桐生さんにそんな風に言ってもらえて、私は幸せだな。さっきまですごく怖かったのに、そんな気持ち吹き飛んじゃいました。
え。ま、何もないに越したことはないがな。とにかく気をつけるんだぜ。
Oh, we reached platinum. Also, sorry, give me a second. I've just accidentally knocked one of the analog stick covers off my controller. I've noticed the analog stick underneath is oily. And it's got me curious, because I've seen it before. Why does the rubber on the analog stick get oily? Apparently, oily PS5 controller sticks are usually caused by natural skin oils, hand lotions, well, I don't use them very often, or the rubber material of the thumbstick breaking down. Okay. Right, what about Reddit? Rather than the AI. Wash your hands, thank you. For the record, I don't use probably 3 weeks. Clean before, literally put. When I use my controller a bit oily, that can resurface after a few days. Usually some hypertropic alcohol. That happens to me, but I put a malfunctioning controller in my shed for a few weeks. The shed gets very hot, and when I removed it, tossed the joysticks were wet, greasy, and looking the rest of the controls fine. Nope, Reddit do not have the answer. Controller at some point in my life because it sounds very familiar, but unfortunately, I'm pretty sure it happens to all PlayStation controllers. There's something about the rubber they use that seems to absorb body oils and then secrete them later. It's weird. Ah, okay, so it is literally just it's basically the oil off my hands, just natural skin, and then eventually over time it then seeps out of the rubber. That's a really weird thing. The controller sweats oil. Not sure how I feel about that, if I'm perfectly honest, but there we go. Nice. Wait, so is Arena is the fetish lady. Arena is the fetish lady. Also, thank you, Earth Cheers. What you for? Remote controller. This controller. Because I accidentally knocked this rubbery thumbstick off, and then I noticed the analog stick underneath was a bit oily. And I was curious, why is it oily? Is it oily because the rubber of the analog stick is breaking down, or is it just something else? And it's either the rubber in the analog stick's breaking down, or according to the internet, it's just the natural oils on a person's skin, a person's hands. And as I've played it and used it in the past, they've absorbed into the rubber, and now they're just sort of leaking out of the rubber. Weird. Ah, same issue with my Xbox controller. Yeah, I've had it with PS4 control, my PS4 controller. I might have had it with the PS3 controller, I can't remember. Don't remember it happening with my Xbox 360 controller. Certainly is happening with this. The other analog stick, by the way, is glued down, so I don't know what's going on underneath that, but I assume because it's not fallen off yet that the glue is holding. I've got a message, but also I've got another message. Sorry, give me a second. I just need to reply to something. Cool. And now we will reply to Arena. I still find every year the quality goes down. What, with the PlayStation controls? Well, I'm not planning to buy another PlayStation after this one, so who knows? PS5 will be my last one since they're stopping physical media. Though I wouldn't be surprised if they did a U-turn at some point. Every controller. Fair enough. Actually, yeah. The DualSense is okay. I'm kind of comfortable with this. I did get an Xbox One controller. Oh no, hold on. I do have an Xbox One controller. Hold on. I can even show it because I've still got it here in case I ever play Sonic Crossworlds. There you go. Xbox One controller. Bit dusty, but whatever. Works well, but the next one I got, the D-pad was weird. So I donated that to my sister and I kept my other one. PlayStation, the PlayStation Sense 2 or whatever this is feels fine. DualShocks were okay. I'm waiting on my Steam controller, but I've still not got the invites to order one yet. I've got my Switch Pro controller, which is still very good. I don't feel a need to replace it. I might get a Switch 2 controller at some point though, but I don't know. So far, I went 2 Elite 1v1 controllers and 2 v2 in less than 3 years. Really? Blimey. That the analog stick's giving up. Also, according to our hostess, I'd love to talk with you some more. Want to meet us up outside the club? Anywhere's fine, as long as we can relax and get some exercise. Send me an invitation sticker if you're up for it. Want to get drinks? I'm so happy you invited me out. I'm ready. Oh. That was dumb. I thought that was the hostess mission. It was not. All of the rubber and the V2 ones also absorb ones also, and RB button that didn't respond at all. Oh, right, so yeah, quality of the switches then. Why does that not surprise me? suppose if they build the controllers cheap, well, you get the controllers for it, yeah. Save a bit of money, but you then earn more money when the controller breaks and you have to buy another one. Thankfully, aftermarket exists. I freely admit when I eventually get my Steam controller, my Xbox controller is going to be retired to emergency backup. See, no reason to get a Switch Pro 2 controller or a Switch 2 Pro controller because the normal Pro controller works for me. I mean, if I wanted to get really good at Mario Kart, I suppose I could switch it out, but eh. I did think for a moment when I thought my Xbox controller was finally dying, maybe I should just use my PlayStation controller, but the PlayStation controller was such a pain in the ass to get working. I just troubleshot it, and then I eventually figured out that the Xbox controller's cable was knackered, which doesn't surprise me. It's an old cable that's been through a lot, so it's fine. But yeah. I've spent nearly a million yen this stream. We started with 3 million yen, and we're now getting closer to 2 million yen. That's really depressing. Hostesses are expensive. Oh well. Nice legs, man. Let's see if we can get 90. Bollocks. Oh, we might struggle to get 90 now. Oh, okay. Right, fine. Right. Time to focus. Always annoys me that we get these videos and I can't actually watch them. Yeah, I'm not going to get 90 on this. I've got 90 once. But I'm going to struggle on that one. Right. Or I'm going to have to play it a lot. I don't plan to do, to be honest, but there we go. '81. I'll take 81. Same age that I am, don't you know? By about 10 years. Right. Well, we did Tonight is a Diamond last time, so let's this time sing about our dear departed brother. Rest in peace, Nishiki bro. I wonder what this franchise would have been like if Nishiki hadn't shot Dojima. Spina! waifu!
お前に会える気がして二人また歩いて行けるなら
Oh, bollocks. Trying to look at chat at the same time.
桐生さん
変えてみせるさ
Or if we didn't die at the end of Yakuza 1, who knows? Oh, if he didn't die at the end of Yakuza 1. I don't know. It's the honest answer. But yeah. Rest in peace, Nishiki. But Yakuza 0 very much made the impact. The thing with Yakuza 1 is that he could have sacrificed himself at the end of Yakuza, at the end of Kiwami, Yakuza 1 Kiwami. And he would have gone, well, Kiryu's lost his bro, but he was the villain, so last minute redemption, sure. But because we started with Yakuza 0, we saw the man that Nishiki was. Before everything just crashed down on his world collapsed and he ended up the man he was. And then at that last minute he got the redemption. And you know what? It hits so much harder. Like Ryuji, even. Yes. He's an Inshin, though. At least as though at least as are many others, even Ryuji. Yes, Ryuji was another one where it's basically a case of they did a better job of sort of with Ryuji you can kind of see where it's coming from, but yeah. Truth. What happened to the taxi? What happened to oh no, blimey, that's a message from ages ago, but okay, fair enough.
そろそろお時間となります。お帰りのご準備をお願いいたします。
もうこんな時間。そろそろお店に行きましょうか。
What do you mean back to the club? We were never at the club. Kyorai clubs. Popular nightlife spots are frequented by men looking for a drink and conversation or businessmen taking people to bloody blah da boo da ba da ba da ba. Pretty women
今日は桐生
waifus.
さん独り占め。こちらです。
Homie, how much for leaving? Yes. Suppose I just did. Don't be hoodlum. Right, Right, what's your type? No. No, we are platinum now, so technically we should get our final thing. Hobbies. Most right now. Anyone you like? Hobbies, sure.
私、映画が好きなんですよ。桐生さんは映画とか見たりするんですか？
Rory Horror? No. I was in a movie
見る
once.
というか、むしろ俺
You're
がア
like
ク
one
シ
of
ョン
those
映画に
stand-up
出たことがあ
comedians
った
that
気が
burns
す
the
るな。
latecomers.
え、桐生さん俳優さんだったんですか？
You don't
Yeah.
burn the
確
latecomer.
か
You burn the dude who gets up to go for a piss halfway through the through the set.
大したことじゃない。
Oh,
い
I
い
forget
な
the name of the
私
comedian
も
now.
昔趣味で映画撮ってたんです。桐生さんの出てる映画見たいな。
Don't know, old school comedian, but it's basically a case of you do not get up to go and use the loo halfway through a set because as you stand up to leave, he will take the piss out of you. The pub landlord as well. I've seen one of his. I've seen on the TV, not in person, not live because usually down south. But yeah, Al Murray, the pub landlord. I remember watching one of his comedy specials, and it's a case that so it wasn't to make use of the loo, but somebody had thrown up on some woman or something. But yes, Al Murray. It's not Al Murray. It was some Manchester comedian. Tommy. No, I was going to say Tommy Robinson, but he is not a comedian. Well, he kind of is, but he's not funny. I can't remember. It'll come to me when I stop thinking about it. I have a secret to tell you. I'm kind of curious about that. Then you cheat. Anything else you like? What do you want? Okay. Days off. people easily. First time, fun, many friends. Alright, fine. Secret to tell you, I
桐
suppose.
生さんの秘密ですか？
Tommy Cooper?
ああ、実は
Tommy
俺、
Cooper? Might have been Tommy Cooper? Did he do the Manchester circuit? No, no, it wasn't Tommy Cooper. No, that wasn't his style of comedy. I forget. No, it wasn't Tommy Cooper. I don't even... Yeah, he was a... No, it's not the comedian I'm thinking of. The thing is the size. I don't know the thing. Hold on, give me a minute. The Manchester comedians in the 70s? Bernard Manning! That's the one I'm thinking of. You didn't... In Bernard Manning's club, apparently, you didn't get up to go for a piss partway through his set because he would take the piss out of you relentlessly. You just had to sit there. Apparently, it was never mean-spirited. I know a chap who went to some of his sets. But, yeah, never mean-spirited, but it's one of those where you just hold it. You just hold it or wait for a very opportune moment when somebody else has gone and then you sneak out and pray that he doesn't see you coming back in. Sorry, give me a second. Oh, right. I wasn't paying attention to what things are going on. I used to write into a radio show. I remember this from Yakuza
そう
Zero.
なんですか？桐生さんがそんなまめなことをしてたなんて。
It was in the 80s.
そうは見えねえか。
I was going to say Bernard Manning. There you go. Jason
で
Manning.
もな
Nope.
んとなくわかるかもしれません。
Bernard
桐生さん
Manning's
いろい
club.
ろな体験をしてそうですし。
Apparently, another
きっと
story
は
of
がきに
Bernard
も楽
Manning's
しいこ
club
とが
is
書いてあったんだろうなって思います。
apparently, and I've never encountered it, but it used to be that some chap used to wander around selling mussels and oysters and other shellfish, cockles. And yeah, apparently he was wandering around, and then Bernard Manning made some sort of joke out of him, and he basically by the night had sold his entire stock. So yes, I assume this was before food standards agencies started to cramp down on these things, because I can imagine the amount of food poisoning. At least it wasn't Roy Chubby Brown. This is fair. This is fair. Don't know who that is, but I will take it as fair. I will take it as fair. Right, we're still trying to find out what her favourite music is. Days off, people, first time, fun, many friends. Okay, that, and that. Sage, my boyfriend, outdoors best. Only for me. Many guys slept with. Rectangles. Oops.
そういうのはノーコメントで。ご想像にお任せします。
Good answer. Didn't mean to hit that one. Anyway, whatever. Right, convenience store. Oh, well, whatever. We can now swap them. Tell me your favourite music, please. Love, drink, kids, aggressive, video games, dangerous men are attractive.
危険な男です
Another
か？
old school comedian, pretty
私はどっ
controversial
ち
by
かという
today's
と平
standards.
和な人の
Dad's
方が好
Army's
きかな。
controversial by today's standards. Today's standards are crap. Not all of them. There's been several improvements, but I don't know. People have seemed to have lost their ability to take a joke. Everyone's just wanting to be angry all the time, and it's really depressing.
結構夏目。
お
本当ですか？
I'll tell you about Onamichi.
あの道一度行って
Roy
み
Chubby
たい
Brown
んです
and
よ
Bernard
ね。
Manning are the ones your papa would quote and say, you can't say
お魚も美味しいですし。
anything these days. Yeah, sounds about right.
本当に食べるのが好きだな。
そろそろお時間と。ごゆっくりどうぞ。
That's depressing. Right, how long have you been in this? Where you from? Gone now, okay. Fight with me, underwear. People pick fights with me a lot.
正直街で桐生さんを見て絡もうとする人の気が知れないですね。
Sorry, give me a second. You still not learned her favourite music? I know, and that's really annoying me. Wash my underwear being tagged as sexy as something me. You know what? For you, Gem, we'll ask that next. I just need to sort out something on my end. Yeah. I don't understand how this is the sexy, but whatever game. How is your dad, by the way, feeling better? My dad? Yeah, he's fine. His knee's knackered, so he probably needs that replacing at some point wherever he can get on the waiting list. But other than that, yeah, he's alright. Arena is secretly a trad wife. Is she? Is that a bad thing? I don't think that's a bad thing, but then again, I'm me. I'm about 900 years old at this point, so...
え、カズパンをですか？でもカズパンは大きそうだし、
Really?
洗濯大変そう。
俺のパンツに妙なあだ名をつけないでくれ。
The Kazuma undies. Oh, well, that's a thing.
そろそろお時間となりますが
Not to wash. That's brilliant. Okay, I freely accept. That was a good fit.
ごゆっくりどうぞ。
Right, anyway. If I can pull myself together long enough, let's try and get... I'm not going to ask her that. Right. Right, let's see if we can find out her favourite music finally. Fishing is pretty hard, great figure. Any plans to get married? You've got a great figure. It's a compliment. Surely she'd appreciate
私
that.
スタイルだけは自信あるんですよ。大食いなのに。
たくさん食べてもそのスタイルはすごいな。何か対策してるのか？
And Kiryu immediately
だ
screws
か
it
ら知り
over.
合いの女の子とか
You
から
eat so much, I'm surprised you're not fat. Good job, Kiryu. I'm as dense as a brick, and even I realize I probably shouldn't say that to a woman. She likes compliments about her body, but not her lipstick. I don't understand her. Oh, good. I thought I was the only one who didn't understand, but that's good. I'm glad I'm not alone in this.
演歌はどうだ？
あんまり詳しくはないんですけど、演歌好きのお客さんに教えてもらったりしますよ。 カムロ巡恋歌って曲が好きですね。
その曲なら俺も昔カラオケでよく歌ったな。
なんか運命感じちゃいます。じゃあ今度デュエットで歌いましょう。
Well, we didn't find out our favorite music. And we got a good rating, but
桐生さん、この後
It's
お時
usually
間
the
ありま
opposite.
す？よかったら一緒にお食事でもどうかなって。
いいな。
I think you look
そういえば
very beautiful.
エリナは大食いだったよ
I
な。
like how you've done your
どうせな
makeup.
ら好きなものでもおごってやるよ。
いい
Is
で
it
す
just
か？
me being dense, or
で
is
も
that
悪いですよ。
why
ゴリ
why
な
are
んて。
either of these bad?
気にするな。お前がどれだけ食べるのか見て
I
み
like
た
the
いしな。
skill you've put into doing your makeup because it's a black magic to me. I
桐
don't
生さ
quite
んとご
understand
飯
it.
ご飯
I think you're beautiful.
はしゃぎすぎだろ。
I
私すぐ
I
に
like
用
your
意するんで
figure.
劇場前広場で待ち合わせでいいですか？
劇場前広場だな。わかった。
Why are either of these
楽
things
しみに
bad?
してますね。
Have we really reached that point of a society where complimenting a woman on her figure is a bad thing? No, it's good if you compliment a woman's makeup, right? No, that's not the thing I'm complaining about. It's just I'm not allowed to say a woman has a nice figure. I suspect if a woman has spent a lot of time in the gym, making herself look very nice and keeping herself fit and active, surely she'd appreciate somebody saying you look very nice. I mean, I've appreciated it when I've had women tell me that I dress very smartly. Probably because they're not used to seeing somebody dressed like he's from the 1940s. But still, it's a compliment. I accept it. I don't understand this modern society thing where you basically say to a woman, you're very beautiful, and then 15 seconds later they're on TikTok saying, some dude on the street told me I look beautiful and he's a misogynist. And it's just, why? What are you on about, you strange woman? And don't tell me it doesn't happen. I have seen videos. And I know, by the way, I point out, I know it's not all women. I know it's it is a very vocal minority, but still, the vocal minority confuses me, as do many vocal minorities. I was supposed to be doing something, and I can't remember what I was supposed to be doing. I had fun today. Send me a stick if you want to do this thing. Right. Well, we've already done the talky thingy, so we've still not got her favourite music one, and we've got it to Diamond, but shh, I should have a sub-story for her, where we end up on a rooftop and kiss. Ezio wants to go back to ration books. I don't want to go back to ration books, thank you. But I do think with the cost of living crisis, people should start trying to grow their own food again to try and ease things, but not everyone has land to grow things, I suppose. I'm just waiting for the point where British society reaches a point where we're digging up roundabouts and instead of having daffodils, we're planting tomato plants. But everyone's different. I won't speak of women. Wait. Everyone is different. I won't speak of women as a monolith. And I can't type anymore. I'd love to grow my own food. That string of comments is just brilliant. Oh, hold on. Sorry, Hoodlum jumped in halfway through. That's why I'm confused. Makeup is definitely fair game. Body isn't usually appreciated unless you have a closer relationship, I'd say. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Okay, fair enough. I didn't think of it like that. You raise a good point, Jamboree. You raise a good point. I think you need permission to grow your own food. No, I have some vegetable patches down the side of the house. I'm growing my own food. Unfortunately, the weather in the UK has been so hot at the moment that my entire radish crop has completely failed. The radishes have panicked with the hot soil and decided that instead of producing radishes, they're going to start producing flowers. And flowers are not edible, at least of the radish variety. The onions seem to be both infested with ants and turning into daffodils. I have some lettuce. The sprouts have been completely destroyed by caterpillars. I have some spring onions, which aren't ready yet. Some beetroot starting to grow, there are only 3 of them. And out of 5 potatoes I planted, I've now ended up with about 8 because I keep finding random potatoes in the other raised bed where we planted. Potatoes are prevalent little goits. I didn't expect them at all. I thought, oh, that's a strange looking weed. Pulled it up and there's a potato attached to it. And it's just, oh, right. Replanted it in a different area. Doing fine. One potato has seemed to have also sprouted into 3 potatoes. And I don't quite understand how that logic works. So, yes, potatoes I'm going to do okay with. Maybe carrots as well. Onions, no. Spring onions, yes. Sprouts, no. Sprouting broccoli, probably not. Normal onions, probably not. I'm clearly not very good at growing things. Oh, I might also get some corn. My sister gave me a plant pot of corn, which I planted, and it seems to be growing, I suppose. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure about any of this. And then there's the peas, which are doing okay. And we've had some strawberries, we've got some runner beans, which are growing, and tomatoes. I'm waiting for a melon to start growing out of the compost bin because we threw a bunch of seeds in there just with the compost, so you know. That's so dystopian, yes it is. Legally not permitted to escape the capitalist cycle. No, you're not. I have some strawberries on my balcony, and a dill plant. Try growing potatoes, they're prevalent bastards. Or, oh yeah, I don't swear on this channel. Ignore that last one, just bleep it out in your mind. Potatoes or tomatoes. Tomatoes are also very prevalent, very easy to grow. You aren't a millionaire. Yeah, this is true. It does feel like that. It does feel like you need to be a millionaire to have any sort of land these days, and it's really depressing. Corn takes a long time to grow and will get tall. Have fun. Well, my sister was growing them in normal plant pots on. I don't know what it would be called. Outside a house. She was growing them in plant pots anyway, in like the little courtyard around the back of her house. I say courtyard because it's some paving and a bit of astroturf. It's not a particularly spectacular garden. But yeah, she was growing them in plant pots, whereas she's given us these, so I've planted them in the soil around the side of the house. I don't know, some of them have died, some of them have survived, so I might get 6 whole corn cobs out of them if I'm lucky. Unfortunately, we're in a heat wave at the moment, and they also require a lot of water. So if we ever have a hosepipe ban, we're stuffed, basically. I have enough in the rain but to keep us going for maybe a few days, but after that, we're stuffed. So, it is what it is. Ezio's farm coming to Prime soon. It's not a farm, it's a garden. I could do Ezio's garden. That's what I could do. I'd watch that. Why? Why would you watch me trying to farm? I'm not that interesting. Go watch Jeremy Clarkson. He's far more interesting than I am. I just go on a rant about potatoes for half an hour. I'm more James May than Jeremy Clarkson, let's face it. I'll be Ezio, our man in Japan, our man in Canada, our man in insert whichever country here. Farm Sim exists, yes, but I can't eat what I grow in Farm Simulator, can I? I can grow them. I can drive a tractor. Great fun. I can't really eat what I produce, though. Not even the hostess thing, and that's it. Sorry, give me a moment. No, altered. Right. What was I doing again? Oh yes, I was wandering around in hopes of. I can't remember how I triggered the sub stories last time. Wait, have I got it to diamond rank? How far I got it to diamond? I have got it to diamond rank. Do you not have a sub story? I'm much confused now. Wait, hold on. How many processors are there? 1, 2, 3. I'm supposed to be arena at Theatre Square. Wait, what? What? How did I actually trigger this? Ah, there we go. Also, course and love triangle. Oh, am I going to be concerned? We could have Ezio's antiques, Ezio's model trains, Ezio's clocks, Ezio's man lab. If you've never seen James May's man lab, then you're missing out. I'm sorry. And no, it's not what you think it is. Also, she's very short.
ちょっと早く切り上げてきちゃいました。
おいおい、大丈夫なのかよ。
平気平気。それじゃあ行きましょう。美味しいお店があるんです。
わかった。ん？
どうかしました？
いや、なんでもない。じゃあ行くか。
Oh, we're included in the love triangle then.
誰かに見られているような。
桐生さんとご飯何にしようかな。
俺のおごりだ。遠慮せず食え。
本当にいいんですか？
男に二言はない。
ありがとうございます。じゃあお言葉に甘えて。すみません。これとこれとこれとこれとこれとこれとこれと
Kiryu, you can't say anything considering the amount you eat. I know, I've seen it. Though it is interesting to see his reaction. And I am slightly concerned of how much she can eat. The entire menu in that tiny body.
桐生さん、ごちそうさまでした。
本当に大食いなんだな。
そうなんですよね。あっちのお店も美味しそうだな。
Another restaurant?
食べるのか。
私食べてもすぐにお
Gore
腹空
to
いちゃっ
gore.
て。
All you need in Japan when you get a menu to point
大
at.
変だな。
Fair enough. I was more concerned of handing over my little allergy card to say, don't give me nuts, I will die.
誰かにつけられているようだ。
Then there was the ninja restaurant. Not sure they were real ninjas. I could see them. I feel like if they were actual ninjas, they would be invisible. Also, random chubby dude.
待ておい、お前だな。さっきから俺たちをつけていたのは。
This and this. That sounds about right.
人聞きの悪いことを言うな。僕は
I only learned the essentials. This and this, this and this, this and this, this and this.
あ？何言ってんだお前。
かわいそうなエリナちゃん。
無理やりこんなヤクザみたいな男に付き合わされて。
I'm not a Yakuza.
あなたは
知り合いなのか？
知り合いも何も、僕らは恋人同士。
Oh, he's one of those guys, is he?
何？
Oh, good, marvelous.
恋人同士でもなければ愛し合ってもいません。学校のサークルで一度お会いしただけじゃないですか。
そんなに照れなくてもいいんだよ、エリナちゃん。僕にあんなに優
I
しく
think
接
I'd rather
して
be
くれたんだ。
dense than this deluded,
好
I'm
き
gonna
だ
be
から
honest.
そうしてくれたんだろ。
違う、それはあなたの勘違いで。
それに
Just nuts and legumes too. No, just nuts. Cashew nuts, pistachios,
毎
etc.,
日エリ
etc.,
ナちゃんを
etc.
見守ってるっていうのに。
I can eat peanuts. Peanuts are
毎
fine.
日見守るって。
どうやらストー
Let's
カー
have a
って
bag
の
of
は
peanuts
こいつだったようだな。
somewhere over there.
そんな。
そんな男なんかほっといて、僕と一緒に遊びに行こう。僕なら君を幸せにしてあげられるよ。
桐生さん、
You
その
do
辺にしと
realize
け
that you're not gonna win
み
this
っと
fight,
もねえ
right?
ぞ。
うるせえ。大体なんだお前は。エリナちゃんを呼び捨てにしてなるなるしいぞ。あんた
All those who think this dude needs a bicycle wrapped around his head say aye.
俺の女、
桐生さん、
Not Kiryu, by the way.
こいつには指一本触れさせね
なんだと。エリナちゃんの恋人はこの僕
But
だ。
those. Good. Marvellous. Am I just punch him yet?
死んでもらうしかないね。
Right, you know what? Kiwami mode. Hello, problem solved. Aye. Aye.
え。もう二度とエリナに関わるな。今度こんなことやったらただじゃおかねえ
I
ぞ。
mean, I'm a lonely sod, and even I'm not that deluded.
エリナちゃん。
あなたとお付き合いをすることはできません。そして見守ってくれる必要もありません。私にはもう素敵な人がいるから。
Who really needs help? Ibatsume. The ritual act of cutting off one's finger in repentance or atonement. Nowadays, they just pay a lot of money.
さっきは本当にありがとうございました。すっかり迷惑かけちゃいましたね。
気にするな。
はあ、私って恋愛に不器用なのかもしれません。昔からうまくいかないんですよね。好きじゃない人からは勘違いされるし、好きな人には嘘っぽいっ
They'll
て
be
言われ
fine.
る
AI
し。
girlfriends,
それは
AI
また
girlfriends are on their
難
way.
儀だな。
That's a depressing
だから
future
も
for
う
us
恋な
all,
んて
isn't
し
it?
ばらくいいかなって思ってました。でも最近もうちょっと頑張ってみようって思うようになってきたんです。
そうか。
でもさっきのはびっくりしちゃいましたよ。その俺の女だなんて言われて。
ああ、すまなかった。あのくらいの嘘を言わねえとあいつは引き下がりそうになかったんでな。
いえ、ちょっと驚いたってだけで嬉しかったです。それに嘘にしなくても別にいいっていうか。
ん？
なんでもありません。
しかしエリナのことだ。また今みたいに勘違いするやつが出てこないとも限らねえぜ。
きっ
It
と
was
私
far
は無
more
意
in
識
depth
に
than the other
み
ones
んな
we've
によ
seen.
く思われたくて愛想を振りまいていたんだと思います。
Also, yes,
でも
I
そ
am
の
still
せいで
missing doing
結
the
果的に人を傷つ
the
けたし、
voice acting.
自分の恋も
Maybe not for the
人間関係
women.
も
I
うまく
don't
い
do a
かな
good
かった。
female voice. Shockingly, I know.
だから私
Azuma's doing
こ
the
れから
Kiryu
はもっ
voice
と
though.
自分に素直に生きようって思うんです。人からどう思われるとか好かれたいとか そんなのに縛られずに正直に。
どうやら吹っ切れたようだな。これでもう猫かぶりエリナも卒業かな。
今日からは猫かぶらないエリナです。誰にでもいい顔はしないんです。でもその代わり好きな人にはガンガン言っちゃおうかな。
ほう。
桐生さん。
If she switches to a hostess outfit, she switched to a hostess outfit. This really irks me.
今日
We're
は本
out
当
in.
にありがとう
It's
ご
not
ざい
like
まし
she's
た。
wearing like an overcoat over a dress or
あ
anything.
な
It's
たが私
basically.
のことを
Kiryu-san,
俺の女だって
stand
言
here
って
for a
くれ
moment
て
while I go behind that nearby
私すごく嬉しかった。
air conditioning unit and change into my hostess
大好
dress.
きな人にあんなこと言ってもらえたのは私初めてで、今でも胸がドキドキしてるんです。ずっと本当の私を見てくれていたのはあなただけです。桐生さん、今日はちょっと勇気を出そうと思います。
How old is Kiryu
恥ず
even?
かしいな。
I think in this
これ
game
から
he's
も
in his.
ずっと本当の私をそばで見守っていてくださいね。
When was disco? The 80s? 90, 2000, hold on. Give me a minute. 80s, 90s, early 2000s. I think he's in his 50s? I'm gonna have to look this up actually. Kiryu age Yakuza 6. In Yakuza 6, Kazuma Kiryu is 48 years old. He was born on the 17th of June 1968. Which makes sense because, yeah, he was in his 20s in Yakuza 0 and that was in the 80s. So, yeah. Wait a minute. How old is he in Infinite Wealth then? In Infinite Wealth, Kazuma Kiryu was 55 years old. Blimey. Breaking hearts at any age. I know! I'm in my 90s and I can't even get a kiss. Or a date. Or a wife. Or any of the above. Might as well become a monk at this point, I suppose. Anyway. Right, we have finished another hostess mission. Which means there's only one more thing for us to do. And it's Puyo. No, it's not bloody Puyo. We've got I'm in extra time at the moment, but well, actually it's not even extra time, is it? Because I started so bleeding late. So what we're going to do is we are going to quickly log in and get ourselves the Clan Creator online. I think you'd suit those clothes. Do you mean the clothes that I already wear a Kiryu suit? Apart from he doesn't wear braces. I wear braces because I just find them far more comfortable than a belt, to be honest. Right. Also, my suit's a bit darker colour because I have yet to find an actual decent Kiryu suit. No. Oh, there's two of you with guns, is there? Okay, fine. Yeah, it works. What do you mean I'd suit a hostess dress? In which case... Really? Oh, good, that distracted them enough. Might as well heal. Hello! Hey, thank you. Oh, that and that. I'll do. Suits are amazing pieces of clothing. A well-fitted one, the fitted one, that is. But man, they are pricey. I mean, there is a local tailor's, and I have been tempted to go in and get myself an actual bespoke suit. The problem is that they're nearly always dry clean only. And because I wear a suit every day, I need something I can machine wash. I thought with the recent heat wave, or maybe I should get myself a nice linen suit, because, you know, they're designed for wearing in hot climates, and it's dry clean only, and it's just a case of, well, either I have to wear the same trousers for 5 days a week before I take them to the dry cleaners on a Saturday, or it's... no, so, yeah. That's what irks me, it's the dry clean only stuff. If I can get a... that's why I wear what I wear, because it's machine washable, so I can throw them in the wash, and that's fine. Admittedly, the trousers are starting to wear a bit thin, and I don't want to replace them, because my braces are all sewn on. Literally, I had to sit there for a couple of hours and sew buttons into the inside of the waistband of all the trousers. It took me hours. Well, it did take me a couple of hours. It took me ages. It was not fun. I really do not want to go through that again, but eventually I'm going to have to, because, well, yeah, trousers wear out after a while. I did have clips. For a while I had clips, but I found that if I didn't have my waistcoat on, and I bent down to tie my shoes, ping, and I got slapped in the head with a metal clip. So at that point I went, sod it, I'm just going to put buttons on, and so it is what it is. Join the Benedictine monks. I could. I'd have to move down to Dowie, I suppose. Actually, I got talking. This is the life I lead. Sorry, I'll get back to the game in a minute. This is the life I lead. On Monday, I actually got talking to the abbot of Dowie Abbey about organs, of all things. The musical variety, before anyone decides to make that sort of claim. But anyway, yes, at my local parish, we were talking about the organ loft and the organ that's up there, which is completely knackered. The church has an organ, but it's an electronic one. So you've got the controls down by the altar, but it all feeds by a wire up to a pair of subwoofers and big speakers up in the organ loft, which is really naff when you think about it. You've got this beautiful pipe organ, completely knackered because we don't have enough money to actually get it repaired. But yes, I got talking to the abbot. He is a very clever man. But I was going somewhere with this. But yes, I was talking to an abbot of the Benedictine monastery. I have maintained if I ever collapse through just the sheer stress of life, I'm probably just going to book myself a week down in Dowie, and I will just recover the... no phone, no Twitch, no nothing. I will just go for a holiday in Dowie, and I will just live in the monastery and just recover. But this is what it is. I haven't reached that point yet. Puyo Puyo is certainly pushing me very close to it, though. What was I doing? Oh yes, I was supposed to be doing some, I'm going to do the thingamabob. Right, let us get the daily out of the way. And then that will probably be it for the stream, I'm thinking. Give me a minute. Henceforth did the thing. But yes, Ezio could look awesome in monk's robes. I must admit, I do like the robes, I'm not gonna lie. Right, events. Thursday mission. That's what I'm looking for. Sorry, in a second. No. Right. Let us begin. Go, Majima! Go! Daigo. I should have probably got a heal actually. But I can then apply the 6 Sherman stuff, and then I can get a lot of points. Do this. Do this, and then this, and this, and this, and... Or you can move to Tibet and join them. I don't know if I'd work as a Tibetan monk, to be honest. I'd probably be a Catholic monk. Well, I'm Catholic anyway, so, you know. So I'd probably go to a monastery. But then again, given... Well, I don't know. I suppose if I completely gave up on Discord and everything online... Wow, we beat that fairly quickly. If I gave up on absolutely everything, yeah, I suppose I could follow a monastic style of life, but I don't know. I got one of the priests I used to know, sadly he passed away a couple of years ago. I mentioned to him that another priest suggested I consider a monastic life, and he turned around to me and said, no. You wouldn't suit it, and it's just... Yeah, I probably wouldn't. I'd appreciate the alcohol, but yeah. If I'm perfectly honest, I hope to one day get married and have kids, so can't really go in as a priest, can I? Not unless I switch to the Church of England or the Eastern Orthodox. Yeah, we'll try number 3. I don't think we're going to stand much of a chance. Or you go to Germany and brew really strong beer. Look, I've maintained, if it wasn't for the karate, ignore that exit sign, but for centuries ago, German monks, for Lent, would give up all food and all water and would exist solely on a very special type of beer. Very calorific, low in alcohol. I have maintained, if I wasn't doing karate, I would live on that beer during Lent. Moment Lent starts, that's it. No food, I would just exist purely on this special beer. Unfortunately, because I do karate, I suspect what would happen is I would last a few days, I would get to training, and then I'd just go, bah. I wouldn't die, but I would probably collapse from lack of calories. Because, yeah. But I freely admit I would really love to try that. One day, maybe, but I doubt it. If I can find a way around it, maybe, but yeah. Jam potatoes. Jam, if you feel like throwing me your address, sure, I will. When I get some potato harvest, I will throw you a few potatoes. I don't know how well they'd survive the post. Anyway, let us continue. I mean, what could possibly go wrong with this, apart from we've got 3 clones of the Ammon, and the final person we fought in the Duda. Right, so we deploy them, then we deploy you, and then I will deploy Date, and then I will deploy you, and I will deploy you, and you, and you, and you, and you, then I'll hit that, and then I will go and use Date's muscle party, do that, then I will throw out a Onamichi, and then I will hit heal. And measurement defeats already. Fantastic. Alright, right. Throw out the dragon via the ultimate dropkick even. That's fine. And then we will use the muscle party, and then I will use German's dignity to get myself the ability to unlock somebody else. Go Akiyama. Oh, wow, he went down quick. He went down far too quick as well. This is gonna be a loss, isn't it? Come on. Didn't even get to him in time. Oh, that's because we've got all of the bosses just down here. Yeah, RNG is not on my side of this one, is it? Yeah, oh. Right, well, we've got a minute. If we can get to 90, I can get Daigo and then I can get Majima out. Well, I get the distinct feeling I'm not going to manage it. No, German potatoes to be specific. What the thing? I don't know what a German specific potato breed is. I'm growing some Rooster Bartletts because that's what was in the fridge. You send me some potatoes and I'll put them in the ground and see what happens. Yeah, we're not winning this, are we? Well, we'll go out swinging, I suppose. And I go down, button first. I've got 2 mammals and 1 second to go. It's not gonna work, is it? Oh, yeah. Ah, well.
俺たちの負けだ。すまない。俺の采配ミスだ。
I may have also just dropped my controller. Right, ow! Oh, okay. Right, that's fine. Tell me again. Yeah. Well, from that we've got some experience. Okay. Blimey, nowhere near 300 then. Sorry, I may have just destroyed your table and chairs. I apologize. I don't need to heal. Though I suppose I should go back to where we began, so when I next decide that I've got some free time, I can continue with the joyous story of Kiryu-chan and his continual abysmal attempts to defeat the glory that is Puyo. Bloody Puyo. What's the final battle completion point? What final battle completion point? Oh, sorry. No. Yeah, no. that is going to be acquire. It's basically beat all of the things. That one is get 30 gear items. So once we've got 30 gear items, the last one's going to be complete the battle completion list. Just like the mini games, the last one's going to be complete all of the mini games, which we'd have a chance of doing. Apart from this one, I wasn't going to swear, but we have to defeat Rule. Other than that, yeah, all of the hostess stuff, all of the friendship stuff, all of the bar conversations, all of the baseball, all of the spearfishing, all of the mahjong, all of the cats, all of the arcade games. There's more to do after Puyo Puyo, but everything after that is going to feel very easy. But in the interim, I'm afraid now comes the time where we save the game. Here we are. Yes, we shall save. Saving complete, and with that we will continue this next time. Oh, hello. Oh no, that's the right button. That's the right button. There we go. Another evening of Yakuza 6 done. And Groundhog Day continues. We have failed at Puyo Puyo. We have succeeded at hostessing. And we've kind of semi-succeeded at the clan creator. We've done the online thing. We've failed at beating the hardest Amon, but that's fine. We can probably go back to an easier one and continue to grind that now for money, because we really need to worry about a lot of money, probably because that last hostess took 1,000,000 yen, but I did buy a couple of bottles of very expensive champagne, so I suppose it swings and roundabouts. We haven't actually finished that hostess though, because we still need to find out her favourite music, but we have now completed her, and therefore technically every conversation option should be unlocked. So it is what it is. Anyway, if you enjoyed what you saw, try that again. If you enjoyed what you saw, and I can't imagine why, considering it was me failing at Puyo Puyo and some extra gubbins, well, you can find me right back here on twitch.tv at 7:30 UK time. No, hold on. What's today? Thursday. You can find me right back here on twitch.tv at 2:30 UK time this very Saturday as we continue our journey through the world of this fantastic game. No stream on Tuesday evening for our regulars, considering I am out at a jazz gig, but it is what it is. Well, yes, and in the interim, if you've missed any of these streams, if you want to catch up with any of our journey through the world of Yakuza 6 so far, or any of the Yakuza games we've covered here on the channel in our franchise run of the Yakuza, well, first franchise. We started with Yakuza 0, we're up to Yakuza 6, we have many more Yakuza games to get through. You can find them all uploaded to the YouTube archive, linked in the panels down below, containing playlists of every game, every journey as I call them, that we've ever been on here on this channel. And I think that's everything. Everything apart from a thank you to each and every one of you, be your chatter, be your lurker, be watching live here on Twitch or in the YouTube archives. Thank you very much for joining me on this journey. Thank you for joining me as we travel through the world. It's fantastic. I'm really tripping over my words here, aren't I? Thank you for joining me as we've traveled through the world of this fantastic game, and most of all, thank you for spending a little bit of your life here with me here on the channel. It means the world. It always will do. And it always does. Now, let us... I was going to say, let us see if we have enough to pay the good vibes forward, and I think we do, but I also think this is very late, and I should probably try and get some sleep before I have work in the morning. I'm going to be smart for once in my life, and I'm going to call it here. So, with that said, to each and every one of you, may you all have a beautiful evening, morning, or afternoon, wherever it is around this whole wide world you are, and as always, until our paths next cross again, the vortex awaits. And I'll see you all next time.